Hi everybody, it's February 11th. I'm out here on number 13 and you can see the weather the way it is now. Anyone that decided to go south for the winter has clearly made the right choice. I'm out here to take a few samples from the actual green, and we'll bring the samples back to the shop, and what we'll do is we'll put them in the warmth of the shop and see how they turn out. There's been some concern about the weather, the way it's been through the winter with the constant freeze-thaw. So we're going to see how things turn out once we get the samples back to the shop. I'm going to show you how we do that. So what we use to take the sample from the green is this kind of modified hole saw. It's 2.5 inches. And I've dug down to the green. And all we'll do is we'll just drill down in there. So what we do is we cut our hole, and then we just kind of drive our, sorry, I've already loosened it off here, but drive our spike down, and then that's enough to sort of just snap the plug off at the height, the depth that the hole saw went in. So there you go. So we'll take that back to the shop, and we'll warm it up, and we'll see how the grass is growing. What we're seeing out on the course quite a bit is a layer where we've had a considerable amount of snow and then freezing rain right afterwards, and that's created that sort of crusty layer that's over top of a lighter base. That's actually good for the turf because it creates like an insulation. But what is concerning is this layer of ice that's over top of the turf. It's quite thick. So that's the main reason we're bringing the plugs back to the shop, to see how they warm up and what our growth rate's like. So here we are out on number 1. This is 1 green. Believe it or not, you can't really see too much of the landmarks. I mean, the bunker's pretty much covered right in. There's quite a bit more snow here than there is on 13, and I imagine that's probably because of the wind conditions down on 13. Same idea though. Fluffy layer, then a crusty layer, and then fluff, and then another crusty layer. So that's that freeze thaw that we've had over the last couple of weeks. That's really not very good for the turf. If it was soft and then a hard layer over top, that would be ideal because the turf would be insulated. But again, there's that hard layer, you can just barely see the turf there, of ice over top. So we've taken samples from 13, which has the tarp, and now number 1, which doesn't have a tarp. And we're going to put the 2 in the shop, along with the plugs that we pulled from number 4 just before we got all the snow. So we'll be able to have sort of a time frame of what's going on with the turf, and give us an idea that if we do have problems in the spring, where that problem occurred. Okay, so there's our sample from number 1 there. We probably didn't get a whole lot of root structure from it, but it should give us an idea of what kind of damage we've seen from this vicious winter that we've had. We're going to take it back to the shop now. We'll put it in some Tupperware with a little bit of soil around it, warm it up with the core that we took from number 13, and we'll see how it turns out.